YouTube, what is up? Look at that little mess. That is oil residue from a car, from the tires on a Konami car. That's what I get for putting cars on the roof. Anyways, this is just going to be a video to wrap up this build. I may do a couple more things just to tidy this up. Like I should probably build a garage door. But all in all, or by and large, it's pretty much done. I got the fence on. It's not just mocked up. It's actually on there. So here's the little, this is basically going to be the main area of the layout for photographing cars. I had to do a busted fence. Don't know why, but I felt like that would look kind of cool. So I need to do a wash on that just to cover up the light colored unpainted wood, because that's what happened after I broke it. It's very sturdy though, considering that it's a broken fence. It's just really, really sturdy. So I'll send the dumpster and the basketball hoop. He can definitely have those with it. The basketball hoop is just taped on. Just a mock-up. I wanted to kind of see what it would look like. Here's the finished product on the curb. That was probably the most challenging part of the whole thing, was figuring out how to fix it after that board curled up and lifted. So that's the finished result. And basically this right here is the finished result. Now he can go through and do all kinds of stuff to improve upon this. Like, I know he's going to paint a mural on the building. He can weather the building. He can weather the fence. I think the actual lot itself is probably weathered enough, but the sidewalk could stand to be weathered a little bit better. My weathering is not, I'm not that artistic when it comes to that. As you can see here, this is kind of how I did it. It doesn't look all that great. And then on this side, see, this is where I tried using the cement to fill the gap, but I was using the cement pre-mixed. I'm glad I started on this side, because like, one thing about cement, it's a good material to use for these layouts, but you cannot work with it. So you got to be careful in the application. So that's why when I fixed the curb here, I did not use pre-mixed cement. I used the powder. So I just took a little putty knife and packed in the powder up against the curb, and then I hit it with some isopropyl alcohol and then some glue. So it's very sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. This platform, or the foundation here, is, it's permanently fixed to this layout. If you tear that thing off, you're going to be tearing up all kinds of stuff. All right, so what else? I got the telephone lines here, but I'm going to send him this and let him run them just for packing purposes. If I run the telephone lines and pack it, he's for sure going to destroy something when he unpacks it. So he will have a couple things that he'll have to do. He'll have to run the telephone lines. He'll have to fasten this to the building, he'll have to fasten the basketball hoop to the telephone pole, and then any other type of customization stuff that he wants, he can do. But this is basically the finished product that he'll get, and I hope he likes it. I think he'll like it. I've got a lot of hours into it. I feel pretty good about it. I like the way it looks actually a lot. You guys can probably tell. I haven't used any of my layouts for photos or videos for a while, but I want to get this one packed up so that I can start focusing back on my car dealership. But so what do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Kind of curious. The other thing too is the building is not fastened to the lot. So if he wanted to, he could build another building and just change the buildings out. Totally doable. Also, if he wanted to use this building and if he wanted to use this camera angle, it is set up that so that he could run lighting if he wants to. But that also will be up to him. There's the lid. Pretty simple. It just literally just sets on top. So anything that he wants fastened down, like the awning or the roof to the building, he'll have to do the gluing. If he wants the dumpster glued down, he'll have to glue that down. I just kind of left it loose because then you can, you can put it wherever you want it. The basketball hoop, I think, looks best on this telephone pole. Now, theoretically, you could put it anywhere you want it. You could put it up on this wall. You could put it above the garage. You could put it on one of the other telephone poles. But this one here made the most sense to me. All right, so now that we have looked at the finished product here, let's take a look at some diecast. I'll make this a relatively quick video because these are all cars that have been seen before. This Tomica Limited Vintage Nissan Stanza station wagon, or Stanza wagon. Technically it's a Nissan Prairie, but was known in the US as the Stanza. Cool little car. Tomica Limited Vintage. They are among the best. Here's the car that left the oil stains on the roof. Toyota Celica GT. Made by Konami. See, that's something I bet he will do. I could pretty much guarantee you he'll put some oil stains down. Like, that dude is so much more artistic than I am that it's not even funny. And if he ever starts getting into building these, I would really love to see what he comes up with for his layouts. Because that dude is a true artist. Here's a Tomica Limited. This is the predecessor to the Tomica Limited Vintage. So it's basically a cross between Tomica Limited Vintage and Tomica Premium. Metal body, plastic base. They did have rubber tires with tread, and they did have prototypical wheels. Really nice, heavy metal base. They tell you the scale, not many of them are true 164. This one just happens to be. And you don't get lensed headlights and taillights. It's all painted detail. But that right there is an awesome Toyota Celica. I really dig it. It gets displayed in the Carney case. Now that's kind of, I don't know what the qualifications are, because I have a Tomica Premium Toyota Supra, and it gets displayed with the oddball Toyota stuff, but then I display this with the premium Toyota stuff. So I don't know if it's the rubber tires or what the deal is, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point this got displayed with the oddball Toyota stuff. Here's another TLV Nissan Skyline C210, Japan Skyline of the 4-door variety. Very cool little car. So it was recently announced that Tomica Limited Vintage is doing the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. So they're really hitting it hard with the late model stuff, which I think is a good thing, because they've already done all the vintage stuff and they've done it very, very well. That I'm kind of happy to see them move on to the, the stuff like the EK9 Civic, the Mazda RX-7, stuff like that. Although I would like to see some 2-door Skylines. So this Nissan Laurel this is a Konami. It's one of the, it actually might be the biggest Konami casting. I know it's the biggest one I have. The Toyota Crown is pretty big, but I think this is the biggest Konami casting that they did. Very cool car. It also came in green. Kyosho BMW. That is a really cool car. All right, what else? Tomica Limited Vintage Toyota Carina. This is an older TLV release. 2008. I am trying right now to make a play at one of each Toyota casting from TLV. I've right now got 15 different castings. So I don't know how many I'm missing, but definitely missing a few. All right. Okay, so a couple more. Let's take a look at this. So this is a Kyosho Alfa Romeo. I also have here the Tomica Limited Vintage. It's tough to say. The quality, there's no question the TLV is much better. But the actual design and look of the car, I like the Kyosho better because I like the fender flares and I like that stance. But the Kyosho, because of that stance, is a static display. This one here is a great roller. So it's always that trade-off. But anyways, that's going to wrap up the video, guys. We'll keep this one under 20. But please leave your thoughts below. And you guys have a good Friday. I'll holler at the next Diecast video.